Well, could this be the future of downtown San Francisco? A business group has come up with a plan to revitalize the financial district with street closings and outdoor gathering spaces. Here to explain the project, Laura Cresamano of Site Lab Urban Studio, which is the design lead for this project, and Robbie Silver, the executive director of Downtown SF Partnership. Thank you both for joining us tonight. Robbie, right off the bat, I'll go to you. Number one issue with the financial district, what needs to happen there?
Great, and thank you for having us this evening. You know, the number one issue right now is revitalization and reimagining downtown as we come out of lockdown and come out of this pandemic. So we have put a very comprehensive plan that outlines a framework with strategies and concepts to activate our downtown streets and our alleyways.
And Laura, Site Lab gets the knock on the door. Maybe someone says to you, look, here's what we're kind of looking for, just kind of, you know, what Robbie said. What can you specifically add to bring the energy back there?
Well, what we're looking to do really is create more choice and more opportunity, more energy in the streets and open spaces, and actually do it where there's already some amount of traction. So taking places where there are already investment and businesses and restaurants on the ground and starting to bring more arts, more opportunity to sit and dine and go to events outside. And so that's part of what we're doing in places that can help people rethink what would make them go downtown either for work or with their families on nights and weekends.
Let me follow up with you on that because I think that's an important point. You know, the landscape is one thing, new trees, greenery, open space, closing some streets. I get that. You know, what I don't like when I'm cruising around town is seeing, as you mentioned, the ground floor commercial space that's empty. To me, Laura, it's sad. And how do we give life to these spaces? I mean, if businesses don't come back, is there another way to utilize those spots?
So part of the plan proposes both to work with small businesses that have been succeeding to help them build more energy and more critical mass with events and other kinds of activities, but also to look for opportunities for pop-ups and other uses in those storefronts that are vacant right now, so that both can support each other.
And Robbie, you know, I grew up in San Francisco, and my mom worked downtown right there at 101 California, and I remember visiting her for lunch. To me, it was always 9 to 5. That neighborhood was a 9 to 5 neighborhood. Talk about the residential base. You know, you look at China Basin, you look at Mission Bay. I mean, it's packed with people. Is one of the keys, would you say, injecting more residents to the financial district and therefore making it more of a hot scene at night, and also, of course, making it sure that it's safe for people to be out and about?
Great question, and you're absolutely right. Traditionally, the financial district has been, you know, a primarily one-off, one-use district, which is primarily made up of offices. But we now know that hybrid work is going to be sticking around, and now is the time, I think, to pivot. Is it housing? I think that's probably a 20 to 30 year, you know, long game at this point. Just within our district boundaries alone in the financial district, we probably have about 300 residential units, and it's very difficult to actually convert some of these older 100-year-old buildings into housing. So that's why this plan is really driven to help with the public realm and creating new pop-up opportunities and supporting small businesses in the short term.
So what's the next part of the plan?
The next part of the plan, actually, this is a great site right here. This is Leidsdorf and Commercial Street, a really cool alley and back street that we have here in downtown San Francisco. The next step is to take this plan and meet with individual businesses and stakeholders to get their buy-in and actually work together on concepts for murals, for seating, and greenery. This plan is going to work hand in hand with small businesses so we can work together to really bring this to life.
Well, I'm excited about it. You know, my heart's in San Francisco, and I love the financial district. So best of luck to you guys, and thank you again for joining us tonight.
Thank you.